Motherfuckers! I'm Evan fucking me!
I'm Lyle. I mean, clearly, it's been a while since you've been on the show, so I guess you're really you have all that pent-up energy.
Yeah! You kicked me off the show for 3 weeks. It's like an animal, like, coming out of its cage. Okay, no, I'm not gonna be this, this moody boy for the entire episode. That's your job.
I'm a motherfucking moody boy.
Yeah, there can be only one. Anyways, Lyle often complains that our episodes run too long. Rather than tell him to kiss my ass, we're gonna oblige him a little bit. So what I've decided to do is come up with this nostalgia lightning round that we're gonna go onto Facebook and browse through these nostalgic images from programs we grew up with as Canadian kids in the 90s.
Yay.
And of course, we have the two most 90s babies that could have 90'd with us today. So
60-90'd.
Well, we've got, just let them introduce themselves. Cody, he time traveled back from the 90s again to be here. Cody, I don't know why you keep coming back to the present, because the present fucking sucks, man.
I don't know, just got residence already.
Well,
Quit flip-flopping.
I keep coming back on the show because I feel like I'm being held against my will by you two.
Oh, you said too much.
Now I feel like an asshole.
And Michael Lake is back.
Yep, because he was free tonight.
You didn't come back from some alternate reality where everything's okie dokie, right?
Okay.
Tiki Tori.
So. Okay. So.
Wait, hold on. Beeper's going off.
Beeper's going off?
Okay, here we go.
Oh, God.
My beeper was going. There we go.
You do have a bomb, Cody.
Okay.
This is gone into a crisis
so
situation.
let me explain how this is going to work. Tonight is going to be a nostalgia lightning round. No, it's not actually, the game is not actually called You Nostalgia, You Lose. This is how it works. We're going to, because the purpose of a lightning round is just, we're, in this Facebook post that I found, there are a bunch of images of shows or media-related things that we as 90s kids in Canada grew up with. So we're gonna say we're gonna take 30 seconds per photo or less to say the first things that come to mind. And Lyle is going to be our time wizard.
And our scorekeeper.
Yeah.
See how many each of us can remember. I feel like this is just going to be like an overcrowd of people talking and be like, oh, blah, 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 blah. It's like an auction or something. We're just going to talk super rapid
Well,
fast.
We're going to...
What about a minute? Like, a minute would be fine.
45... A minute? Okay.
45 seconds to a minute.
45 seconds to a minute.
Keep it concise.
Okay, so... Our first photo is going to start in 3, 2, 1, go.
Oh, we're off to the races. Come on,
computer.
Yeah.
Okay,
don't you put it in your mouth. Don't you put it in your mouth. Stuff it in your face. Don't stuff it in your face.
You know,
I think I vaguely... This is one of the concerned parents...
I
right?
I only heard of this song through friends. I never actually saw it.
I don't think I saw it. I don't know.
Every time I'm on TV, I'd always giggle.
It looks cute.
Like, yeah, I do remember seeing this one a bit.
Did your mother and daddy ever tell you to not put it in your mouth? I'm just like, oh God.
Okay.
Okay.
Next.
Boom. Boom. Boom.
I said next.
Oh.
You stupid lag. Okay.
Oh, Monster by Mistake.
Monster by Mistake.
This was an ugly show, but I loved it.
Was this made by the same people who made Reboot?
It kind of looks like it. I think it was. Like, the CGI is pretty, like, textureless.
It ain't no Toy Story.
It just looks like they plop assets on a screen, but hey, what are you gonna do?
Yeah. This show was about a kid that every time he sneezed, he turned into a big blue monster.
He turned into a blue Hulk.
Wow.
I remember the premise and the theme song, but nothing specifically about the show at all.
I remember. I just remember one episode where a girl got possessed by an evil jacket that turned her into an asshole.
I just remember their parents got turned into Sundays, and at the end of the episode, it's like, "Hey, honey, I feel like having ice cream." No, honey, I feel like ice cream too.
Okay,
but
next.
Next. What was that?
Just for maybe it's the fact that I'm downloading something. Okay, I don't remember this.
This was a game show I used to watch. If you like Nickelodeon slime, you're gonna like.
This is by far the greatest game show of all time.
It's fucking wild. I don't even know what to say. There was this. Was this a gladiator or something that would always come out and try to kill the kids or something?
Yeah, no. So there's this guy named the Punisher.
That's original.
Jason Voorhees and the Gimp from Pulp Fiction.
I was like thinking, Michael, do you know this show?
He comes out and he'll just manhandle all these kids by just picking them up and throwing them into wading pools of slime.
Yeah, there's so much motherfucking.
It's incredible.
Slime. Michael, do you remember this show?
Oh,
I don't remember. Oh. I don't remember that show.
Okay, so moving on then.
Next.
Okay. Cody, you're winning.
Well, he is. He chimes up.
Patty and Joe. I do not know this.
The Crawl Space with Patty and Joe. Okay, Michael and I
TVO kid.
I guess Michael was a TVO Kids kid like me. Patty and Joe were my first hosts for the Crawl Space. They were the afternoon TVO Kids show. The morning TVO Kids show was called The Nook with this girl named Giselle who hosted it for many years.
Remember Giselle. Yeah. I don't know these guys.
I thought Giselle was annoying. No offense to her. It's just, yeah.
I always thought she was cute when I was a kid.
Oh, that's nice.
Moving on.
Moving on. The Zone with Phil.
I don't know.
This was before I started watching The Zone, so moving on.
I like Carlos and Sugar. I didn't know this guy.
Jacob Tutu.
Jacob Tutu.
It was a show. It was based off of a Canadian boys.
It was a book.
No. Jacob Tutu was a British boy living in Canada.
He was British?
Yeah.
He had no accent.
You have to read the books to understand where he's coming from.
You have to read the books to hear the accent.
No, I only read one book, Jacob Tutu and the Dinosaur. Oh, no, I read two. Jacob Tutu Meets the Hooded Fang.
Cody, Michael, have you seen this show?
I remember the book series. I do not remember there being a TV show, weirdly enough.
It was on on YTV all the time.
Yeah.
I might have seen this show once. Like, I know that name, Jacob Tutu, but I don't remember anything of the show.
Okay, so I guess if you don't remember it fondly, you don't get a point. All right.
Astar the robot from War Amps Canada.
What the hell?
This look.
Yes. I know this.
Cody, have you seen Star Kid? This looks like Star Kid.
Refresh me.
Star Kid was that shitty movie with Jason Mozello, and we're going way the fuck off topic. Okay, do any of you remember this?
No.
Moving on.
No.
Oh, I do know it.
Cody knows it,
okay.
But I don't know. Do you know it, Evan?
No. Okay.
I am Astro, a robot from the future. I can put my arm back on. You can't, so play safe.
Okay.
It sounds vaguely familiar, actually.
Wow.
Now you said the tagline.
Okay.
I know it.
Okay, so.
Moving on. Oh, this boring shit. Hinterland's Who's Who.
Hinterland's Who's Who. It was educational. It was nice. They got like nature experts to talk about different types of animals that are either endangered or just mean something to a local populace.
Yeah, something stuck in my throat. Cody, Michael, do you remember this one?
Yeah.
No?
Nope.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
I forgot what station.
Yeah, I just remember. I remember Hinterland Who's Who.
It was YTV.
Next. Elliot Moose is on the loose.
Needs to caboose.
I remember the author of the Elliot Moose books came to our school, and I actually got an Elliot Moose plush toy. Good times.
Michael and Cody, you remember this?
Yeah, I do remember.
Damn you guys! I had that theme song out of my head for the past 20 years, and now you've ruined it.
God damn it! All right, Evan's winning, so we gotta catch up.
Okay. Next.
Oh, the house hippo.
House hippos.
I freaking love the concerned parents or concerned children, I think it was called. I freaking love
the North American house hippo was found throughout Canada, throughout the eastern United States.
You know what?
These house hippo are chips, raisins, and the crumbs from peanut butter toast.
They
built their nests into bedroom closets on bits of string and dryer heads.
Oh, shit.
The nests have to be very soft and warm.
Well, Cody has this down to a T.
Sleep more than 18 hours a day.
Okay. Thank you for that, Cody.
The message is, don't believe everything you see on TV.
A message from the government of Canada.
I've seen this PSA more than any PSA.
Michael, do you remember this? Do you remember it?
Okay.
It's just on TV all the time. It's in my soul now.
Yeah. I'm gonna assume Michael remembered it.
Yeah, I do remember.
Okay, so next,
Heritage Minutes.
Heritage Minutes.
I remember this.
I don't remember this.
Yeah, they were actually kind of good. It was like a little factoid you would learn about Canadian history for 60 seconds on TV.
I'll give you an example.
Yeah, it was cute.
I remember one. I don't know if this is the right one, but there was one about basketball and how they.
Yeah, James Naismith. Yeah.
They would.
Oh yeah.
They would
I remember that one.
They would shoot into a basket, but then there wouldn't be any hole in the bottom. They actually had to
They had to get a ladder. And I remember there was one about Superman too. It was about Joe Shuster and how he designed Superman.
That's right. Yeah.
And he got on a train. He's like, "Hey, hold on this picture. You may be worth a lot someday."
Do either of you know that? Did they ever do one about the first Prime Minister of Canada?
I don't know. I know they did one on the Halifax explosion. It was pretty intense shit.
The first Canadian Prime Minister actually shares Cody's last name.
Oh, they did.
Oh.
McDonald.
Sir John A. MacDonald.
We don't like to talk about him.
Yeah, no, the guy was a vocal white supremacist who also was a drunkard.
And he fell asleep during work.
Seriously.
No relation.
What a hero.
Canada's
no relation.
Yeah, Canada's first Prime Minister. Anyway, we're going over time. We're breaking the rules.
We're breaking the law.
The following program contains scenes of violence and coarse language and is intended for older viewer discretion advised. Bionics programming block
I remember Bionics. It was kind of like the Toonami of YTV.
Okay, so this was not to be confused with Bionicle.
No, it's not Bionicle. It's not Toonami. It was just YTV's version of it or something. Or maybe, yeah.
Was this the only show that had to have a bumper for how graphic the content was?
Well, because they had a block that was kind of violent, so they had to warn kids ahead of time. I always got kind of confused. Stuff like Dark Jewel and shit like that.
Okay.
Moving on.
All right, I clicked on the image by mistake, but speaking
Harry, thumbs up.
Speaking of YTV, YTV had these bonkers illustrations in between commercial breaks.
Bumpers, yeah. Cody, you remember this, right, Cody?
Oh, of course, yeah.
I mean, if we watch YTV, we know what these are. Sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself here.
You guys have to tell me when you know something so I can write it down and keep it track.
Yeah.
All right, so moving along.
Yeah.
Move along.
Fabricland.
This is just a store. It's not even a TV
No,
show.
It had the catchiest commercial tagline ever. They just said the name of the store. Fabricland. I remember there was a Fabricland right by my house that I lived in Richmond Hill for 20 years.
Do you guys know this one?
There's still a Fabricland in my hometown of Windsor.
Oh, yeah? Cool. Nice.
Sorry, I'm going to be an alcoholic.
Okay. Next. You're an alcoholic, timekeeper, and scorekeeper.
I am
Bean
Ian. Ba-da-da-da-da-da.
This show was bonkers. I've only seen a couple episodes of it.
I like this show because everyone in the family is Dutch.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah, and he wants to be a filmmaker, so I was like, oh, I relate to that. I relate to him.
That's awesome.
I thought he was a punk, though. I didn't like him. What about you two?
I thought you were a punk growing up, too.
No, I wasn't a punk growing up. I'm a punk now.
Okay.
I grew into it.
Michael, Cody, do you remember being Ian?
Do you remember Bean, Ian?
I don't know this.
It was a show. They got Gob to guest star. I like that.
Oh, cool.
Moving
next.
On.
I said next. There.
What's with Andy? What's with Andy? What's with Andy? This fucking guy. A punk.
I've never seen this show.
If you thought Bart Simpson was controversial, this kid was the most controversial kid on YTV.
Judging by the animation, this looks like Canadian Recess.
Yeah, it's all about this guy who does nothing but pull pranks on people in every episode, and he's trying not to get caught. He usually does get caught, and he's just a bad kid.
Damn.
But he's so damn charismatic. He makes one episode where he pretends to be dead, and his family fakes a funeral, like they dig a hole and leave him there or some shit.
Is Lyle the only one who remembers this?
I think I'm the only one who remembers this show.
Okay.
I remember the theme song, but I don't remember anything about the show.
Okay. That's something. So Michael remembers. Next.
Okay. I don't know how we're counting. Okay. Ooh, na. What about me?
I've never seen this.
I never liked this show. Mimi's very creamy.
Seriously?
That's what they said on YTV. She's a little dreamy and pretty creamy because she was drinking a milkshake.
Oh, okay.
I don't remember anything about it, but I just watched it and I hated it.
Anything else to say about what about Mimi?
No.
All right, next. Polka dot shorts. And Polkaroo had like 2 or 3 shows on TVO Kids back in the day.
Yeah, he sang the alphabet in the jazziest way possible.
Yeah.
He was fresh.
There's also a show with these live action actors where Polkaroo would come on the show and he'd be like, Polkaroo. It's weird. Moving on.
Do you guys remember this? Both of you?
Yeah.
Okay.
So they're
Michael, I assume.
Okay, moving on.
Yeah. Okay, sorry. Brace face. Da. This is Alicia Silverstone's show. She produced it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no way.
Yeah, no, she was the lead character, and she was kind of just doing her Clueless shtick. But yeah.
Wait. Alicia Silverstone was the voice of her?
Yeah, she was.
No way.
Yeah, wait, sir. Wait. Well, not for the entire show. I think she did the first season, and then I guess she got busy and opted out. I don't know why. She wasn't busy. God. She wasn't busy in the early 2000s.
Okay.
Does no one else remember this? Cody, I think you remember this.
I don't remember Braceface. I've heard I've heard the name Braceface. I don't remember it.
I remember the show. I just know like that image. I've seen that face like before. Yeah. That brace face before.
Brace face.
Next.
Natalie.
Yeah. Well, I don't. What are you guys talking about? I don't remember.
I like this show because the guy who made it went on to do Mr. Meaty, and that show was a fucking masterpiece.
Okay.
I'm not kidding. Evan.
Yeah.
Smoke the biggest bowl that you can get your hands on, and watch episodes of Nala Land. Your life will change.
Yeah.
This show has had kind of like a resurgence in recent years. Now that this generation has grown up a bit, like it's kind of adapted this kind of like postmodern, ironic following.
Oh, I see.
It's not great, but hell, it's interesting.
It's basically a puppet little girl discovering the world for the first time in her backyard, and just the way that they presented of her just going like,
How entertaining! I'll take your word for it, Cody.
Just stick with Rugrats.
Next.
Oh.
Big Wolf on Campus.
Oh, I remember this friggin' show. Yeah. This show was kind of cool for the budget they had.
This show was basically a knockoff of Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Yeah,
but it was actually pretty watched.
It was like Buffy mixed with Ginger Snaps. Like it was kind of decent actually. I like the guy with the spike hair. He was a weirdo.
Yeah.
Michael, do you remember this?
He was like scientist.
I don't know this show. No.
Okay. Next.
Just a days that going through.
Hey, one of my favorite shows of all time.
We talked sticking around. I remember this. We talked about this on our Michael and Cody. You guys should do most of the talking because Lyle and I talked about this.
Real mature Bradley.
Yeah, pounding Scradley.
I remember this show. Yeah. I remember it. Wasn't it like kind of like in between shows or something? It was like this shorts program.
Yeah, the episodes were pretty short. But I think they showed like 2 episodes a pop, so it was kind of like SpongeBob in that regard.
Okay.
Right, yeah. I do remember watching.
Story time. PSA from concerned children's advertisers about not eating mushrooms or berries or whatever it was caused. Well,
I know this one. It was the mother telling a bunch of like a story about raccoons or something like that about not eating mushrooms and how you shouldn't take mushrooms from strangers you don't know. Some drugs are good, some drugs are bad, but then the whole moral is you can have an apple at the end, but just not the mushrooms. Like that's kind of what I remember.
I'm getting such a Twin Peaks vibe from the shot. It looks like the log lady or something.
Okay. I don't remember this.
The owls are not what they seem.
Okay. Moving on.
Okay.
Oh,
I'm just a TV. Yeah. You can go outside. I cannot. You can go out and play. And I loved all this shit it played on its screen. You even saw a reboot for a split second and Money for Nothing by Dire Straits.
Oh, wow.
Do we remember this?
I don't remember this.
I do.
I do. Yeah, I remember that.
Very well. Yeah.
If it's like a concerned kids thing, I'm probably going to remember it because I've seen all of them.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, it is. Yep.
What was it with Canadian parents being so concerned?
It's a PSA series.
Next.
I really hope we see What's Your Thing?
Another concerned children's PSA. Don't touch things that you don't know what they are because you'll die.
Jesus.
I don't remember this.
Yeah, don't know this one.
I remember this. It was like 2 mice. One mouse was like, "No, don't touch the cheese on the mousetrap." It's like we don't know. We shouldn't be playing with.
I remember that.
Yeah, in the late 90s and early 2000s, there was a lot of stranger danger and youth awareness going on. Next.
Oh! I can do the sound of a T-Rex.
Wait. I have no fucking
thing.
I have
bugs.
I have no fucking clue what this is.
This is What's Your Thing. It was kind of like a boys PSA. It's like everyone's got a thing. Everyone's special. They all have like certain abilities and attributes that they can contribute to like the conversation. But like, oh my god, this was my favorite PSA growing up. I freaking loved it. You guys remember it?
I don't remember this at all.
What the fuck? You just said, Lyle. This might be my favorite PSA from concerned children.
I love the editing. I want to meet the cinematographer, the editor, because I really love the look of this. Everything was fisheye. The guy with the tuba playing on the bus.
Okay, cinephile, we're going to
just watch it, please.
Next,
show it to Evan afterwards.
I will.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Next.
And also, Michael,
whoever made this list is just having a ball with concerned parents.
Concerned
children's ads.
I don't remember this one.
This particular one is a creepy, like Marilyn Manson-like figure in a fisheye.
I know it.
What is it, Cody?
No, it's 2 girls going to the store, and it was basically the whole message was try not to be superficial, like try not to just be consumed by how women look through like the tabloids and on TV. Like don't like just try on so much makeup. Don't. I think that the woman in the TV there was like, why be you when you can be me? And she was like putting her lips like right up to the camera.
That sounds familiar. That sounds familiar to me.
We're talking about this a lot. It's making me uncomfortable.
I think they could have picked a better screenshot.
Next.
Come on.
Yes, I know this one.
Was this the girl one?
It's just concerned children.
It's like, I remember this one. It was kind of shot like the What's Your Thing, but it was
so we've got girly girls and a tomboy.
It was pretty well
shot, too. We will not be ashamed. We will not be ashamed of who we are. We will not be shy if we have something to say. We are girls. We will do what's best for us.
Oh, yeah.
Now I think this is coming back to me.
Okay.
Next.
You guys didn't know what's your thing, but you know this one. Okay, moving along. Isn't it ironic?
This is what my computer's running slow because I guess I'm downloading something on stream. Oh, is this where the kid's yelling at the fence? It's an anti-bullying PSA. Yes, I do remember this. It was another Concerned Children's ad.
I don't remember this.
It's a very effective PSA. Actually.
Yeah, no, the kid is just bullying a fence, and the whole idea is that like bullies just need to get their shit like vented.
Michael, do you know this one?
No.
Okay.
Well, no, the whole message was basically like it starts off with the bully, like in close up, bullying somebody, but then the camera kind of pans out and cranes up, and there's no one around him, and the whole message is, bullies look so silly when they're just, yelling at nothing. So just walk away and tell someone.
You know something? I think I remember this one. Okay.
Popular mechanics for kids.
Holy fucking shit! I remember this.
Not only do I love this show. But I believe Julie, who was a co-host on the show, went on to co-host the Crawl Space eventually.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So I don't think that's him in the photo, but I think Jay Baruchel was on that.
Jay Baruchel? Oh, nice.
Oh shit.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, some famous alumni from that show.
Popular Mechanics for Kids had the greatest opening of all time.
Oh, the opening was wild.
Yeah,
it was like, science.
It actually put Bill Nye the Science Guy's opening to shame. So, no offense to Bill Nye the Science Guy.
I don't know.
Okay.
I remember Bill Nye more.
Next.
Cody, do you remember this?
Oh, yeah.
Popular
Mechanics
Mechanics
for
Great.
I don't remember specifics, but I do remember watching it.
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't remember much either.
Next.
Are You Afraid of the Dark? I remember.
Are You Afraid?
Fuck. Yeah.
I knew this by name, I just didn't know. I didn't really follow it. Sorry.
It's basically Canadian Goosebumps. I watched Goosebumps a lot more than this. I
Okay.
Saw
Canadian Goosebumps.
Well, Goosebumps is Canadian.
Is it? R.L. Stine is Canadian?
Isn't it like a Canadian-American co-production or something?
Oh,
it is, but the books are, but the TV show is primarily Canadian because they shot almost every episode here in Canada.
Oh.
We talked more about Goosebumps than we did about Are You Afraid of the Dark?
That's
moving on.
Legacy, I guess.
Moving on.
Compliments bags of sour cream and onion. Hell yeah, man. Sour cream and onions is better than sex.
No Name is a Canadian brand of groceries.
No Name
and
compliments.
Still a thing because it's primarily all the products at No Frills.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's not really a test of nostalgia. This still exists.
It's still around. It's not going away.
Cool.
Maybe the sour cream and onion chips aren't in service anymore.
Oh, they're flavored rings. They're not chips.
Okay.
Oh, I still saw them.
Okay. Moving on. What do we have next?
What the hell is this?
Yeah.
Freaky Story.
Oh, is this the show that started with "This is true story"?
It happened to a friend of mine.
Okay, then I do remember this show.
Yeah,
I don't remember this.
No, actually, I remember that catchphrase.
I don't remember this puppetry bullshit.
No, I always opened the episode, and one thing I hate about the show, it made me stop eating hot dogs. There was this one episode about hot dogs. I always thought the episodes were way more insane than they actually were, but they always freaked me the hell out.
Okay.
I stopped eating meat for 3 months because of this episode.
Okay.
I mean, looking at that wormy-looking thing, I can understand why.
Yeah, every time I bit into a sandwich, I thought of this maggot. I'm like,
moving on.
Please, let's move on.
I didn't know it was a maggot.
Of course it's a maggot.
Bert and Gert from Stay Alert, Stay Safe.
I remember this.
Oh my god, did The Simpsons parody this with that Fuzzy Buddy, Fluffy Bunny cartoon?
What?
Cody knows what I'm talking about.
Cody knows. Maybe you should get a point for that.
Lyle, Michael, do you remember in that episode of The Simpsons where Troy McClure is like... It's like, and now that you know how it's done,
I know
don't do
we
it.
love The Simpsons, but
we didn't even talk about this.
Do we remember this at all?
Bert and Gert, I don't remember this at all.
I do.
No.
You do?
Yeah, it was like this 80s as fuck advertisement, kind of like Wally Bear and the No Gang.
Oh, okay. Then
moving along.
Moving right along.
She's faking it.
Babar.
Babar. This was
Babar,
this was another Canadian American co-production. Babar.
I remember I saw the movie. And it fucked me up.
How the hell can? Oh, is that where like Babar is an elephant youngling living in the jungle and his mother dies or gets shot by a poacher and then he wanders into the city?
Yeah.
I saw that too. It was It was so sad.
Yeah, it was sad.
But how the fuck can he? His hands are so stubby. Elephant hands are so stubby. How the heck? Never mind.
How can they carry a baby?
How can they do any? How can they act like people?
Because it's a cartoon.
Moving on.
Shut up.
Mr.
Dresser.
Or as I like to call him, Canadian Mr. Rogers.
Discount Mr. Rogers.
No, not discount Mr. Rogers. Canadian Mr. Rogers.
Yeah, how dare you say discount Mr. Rogers?
I didn't like him when I was a kid. I like Mr. Rogers better.
Fair enough. Do each his own, but...
You like Pepsi and Coca-Cola?
Yeah.
What?
He's
making Pepsi and Coca-Cola?
He's making a point. They're the same fucking thing, different branding. Just.
Oh, I'm a Coke boy.
Okay, whatever.
Michael, do you remember this?
Mr. Dress Up.
Yeah.
I do remember Mr. Dress Up.
I remember Casey and Finnegan. That shit scarred me for life.
Moving on. We love you, Mr. Dress Up.
Okay.
Yam Roll.
Oh, Yam Roll. I remember this crap. It was like this animated show that always played on this one network. I forget the network. Yeah. It just always played, and I didn't really know what to make of it. It was like very late 2000s. Michael, do you know it?
I don't remember this.
No, I don't know this at all.
Yeah, it was weird.
Don't know this one.
I'm winning.
Okay. Moving on.
Yay. The Ryan Green Show!
I don't remember this.
Okay. I have a good story about this one.
Yeah.
I actually went to go see the Red Green tape live.
Oh, God.
And I asked Red Green a question, and I cannot tell you, like, I do not remember what the question was, but I remember that it was just one of those moments where he, like, made my comment, like, way funnier, and I felt, like, so, like, embarrassed, but it was, like, great, like, TV.
Wow.
My dad
Have you ever
watches.
Found the episode?
No, it's not, like, part of the actual show. It's just, like, this little kind of Q&A thing he does to, like, kind of warm up the audience. But I remember he actually spoke directly to me.
That's nice.
That's awesome.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Moving on.
I remember this show. It played a lot on the Comedy Channel.
Okay.
Yeah.
Moving on.
The Raccoons.
The Raccoons.
You can't run with us. We have everything you need.
Wow. That theme song sounds like it was pretty epic.
It was pretty epic. It was an 80s as fuck show. And that song later showed up in Hobo with a Shotgun.
Oh, seriously?
Does anyone else remember this? Raccoons?
I don't.
It was kind of...
Alright.
What are they with Canadians?
Oh, yeah, no, I remember. Yep, I remember it.
Okay,
moving on. Oh, Dudley the Dragon.
Dudley the Dragon.
Dudley the Dragon. I actually do remember this.
Yeah.
It was an educational show.
Do you guys remember it?
Okay.
Yeah, I do. I used to watch it.
Oh, so then Michael and I get points.
I remember there was a crabapple tree that had a guy's head in it.
I remember there's an episode where a trash can gets sick from getting too much garbage thrown in it.
What a subtle
a
subtle message.
It was like Sesame Street.
It kind of is like Sesame Street.
It really okay.
I guess.
Next, hit list.
Holy shit, hit list. Okay, I just got punched in the face with nostalgia. Holy shit.
Yeah?
This looks like a D-Light music video.
Oh my god. Okay, I must have just missed this when I was scrolling through the list. Yeah, clearly I remember this. I gotta look up like YouTube later. I actually want to see if there's any episodes on YouTube. This was basically just like a review show talking about all the hit albums that were coming out at the time.
Okay, that's nice, I guess.
All right.
I guess you're the connoisseur of hit list, Cody.
Cool. So
none of us have ever heard of it.
Moving on.
Oh my god.
Next.
Mona the Vampire.
Mona the Vampire. I don't remember this.
I love this show.
I don't know this one.
You don't know this one? Yeah,
No.
Cody's nodding his head. This was it was kind of like a Monster of the Week show where it's like this girl thinks she's like a monster hunter, but it's all kind of in her head. You know, kind of like what's it? Kind of like Rugrats, I guess. It was a fun show. I watched it all the fucking time.
It was kind of like Quail Man from Doug.
Yeah, Quail Man
from
Doug. That's a better example. Yes, Cody.
Okay.
You got it right on the nose.
Anything else? Everyone else had anything to say?
I used to watch it like a billion times.
Okay, move next.
It doesn't inspire
Cool.
me.
Next.
Yeah, I watched it one of them for a while.
Moville Mysteries.
Moville Mysteries. I remember this show. I think this is like, there's so many shows from Canadian television about kids fighting monsters. I think that's why I keep writing about that stuff.
Wow.
This was a gross ass show. Oh my god.
Okay.
Like a Vaughn of the Yukon levels of ew.
Okay.
Hey, Chili Beach.
Chili Beach.
This is
Chili Beach.
Now this was discount South Park.
Discount. So Canadian South Park.
Yeah, I used to watch this.
Yeah.
Wait.
I used to watch this. I used to love watching this. It was on after The Simpsons on CBC.
If it's Canadian, then how come their heads aren't flapping and their eyes aren't beady?
Because not everyone is a Pac-Man, I guess.
Oh. Okay. Moving on.
It was decent.
The Babaloos. I actually do remember this shit. It was basically appliances come to life. I was actually a big fan of the show.
So it's the Brave Little Toaster.
So it was like the Brave Little Toaster?
Yeah,
Yeah.
It was pretty much like Brave Little Toaster, but the show.
Does that spoon have horrible nightmares or something? And that knife?
That spoon is... don't think too hard about it. Seriously.
I can't. It's ingrained about that toothbrush is
The scariest episode of the Babaloos is when they
Holy fuck, Cyber 6! I
Cyber
watch
6.
this shit all the time. It was
Yeah.
on the Teletoon block. I like this show. I've always wanted to watch more of it. I've only seen like 6 episodes, but I wanted to watch more of it because it was so cool.
Okay, I never watched this.
It's anime.
I've never seen it, but my girlfriend, I also have a girlfriend named Veronica, so just for the record, she loves the show. She watched it a lot.
Okay.
Yeah, no, it's a great show.
Cyber 6, okay.
It has an androgynous protagonist.
Moving on.
Moving along, good.
What have we? What's up next?
The Addams Family.
Oh, wait.
This was the new show.
That's right. Where they had that that new thought. Welcome to the Addams Family. Welcome to the Addams Family. Oh, they did reboot the Addams Family.
This was a funny ass show, actually.
Oh yeah,
it was a good reboot.
So it was nothing like the doo 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 doo.
No, it wasn't. Not quite. Lurch was awesome. The effects are pretty great. Wednesday was like probably the most Wednesday we've seen since. She's like the second best Wednesday next to Christina Ricci.
Okay, moving on.
You guys remember it or no?
I didn't know that. The big comfy couch. The big comfy couch. I always remembered this show was sponsored by Sears Canada.
Okay.
There would be a Sears disclaimer right in front of the show.
How embarrassing.
The comfy couch. I remember this. Do we
I remember.
I love this show. Yeah. Do you guys remember the character, your bedhead from this show?
No.
So? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And just afterwards on YouTube, or maybe I'll just send it to you guys.
Yeah.
Him singing Liar, Liar, Pants on Fire. I gotta send it to you.
Okay. All right. Next.
The best thing ever.
Okay. Rocket Robin Hood.
What the hell is this?
All the time on Teletoon Retro. It was the worst shit ever, but it was always on Rock. It was like a Canadian animated show, trying to be like Spider-Man, trying to be like all the Marvel shows, but it was so lame.
Hey, here's the ultimate question: did he qualify for Alpha Flight?
What?
Am I the only one here, Michael? Do you know what Alpha Flight is?
Are you talking about like the superhero team?
Yeah, no, Canadian. No. Alpha Flight is the Canadian Avengers.
Okay, I thought you were talking about Top Gun or some flight thing.
No, Alpha Flight.
Am I the only one who remembers?
Alpha Flight was the Canadian Avengers. We're getting way off topic, but
I guess I'm the only one. All right.
Moving on. Rocket Robin Hood. Cool.
It sucks, but whatever.
Tales
from the Crypt Keeper.
Tales from the Crypt Keeper.
Oh yeah, I watch this all the time. It creeped me the hell out.
Okay.
All the spooky tale shows were always the best to watch.
All right. Moving on. Sharon, Lois, and Bram's Elephant Show.
I have a funny story about this show.
Tell it really quickly. I love this show. My mom bought tapes. She took her godchildren to see these guys while she was pregnant with me. I love this shit.
Okay, I hated this show because when I was in grade 2, they'd always play it every day. And sometimes they put it on VHS, and they pull out the VHS and pull out the tapes, like, oh, not the damn Elephant Show. And I got detention for it. How do you get detention in grade 2 for not liking a boring show? I just didn't like it. I'm the contrarian in this group.
It is worth mentioning that Sharon, is it Lois or Sharon that passed away?
Know.
One of them passed away.
One of them did recently pass away. Yeah.
But Skinnamarink dinkity, Skinnamarink doo, I love you. We'll see you next time. Next.
I'll get detention next time.
Yvonne of the Yukon!
Defrosted for you and for me.
I fucking love this show. It's disgusting. It's just okay. No, the premise will make you piss yourself. A fucking Frenchman who was an explorer sent by King Louis goes to the Arctic, gets frozen, and 300 years later gets defrosted because some husky needed to pee, and he becomes friends with a local Inuit kid.
Indigenous boy. Yeah.
Yeah. This show is disgusting. This show has so much toilet and poo humor. I fucking love it.
Pooey King. I thought you said you didn't like potty humor.
I don't, but for some fucking reason I can't get enough of this show. It's so funny.
Michael, do you remember this?
I do remember it. Never was a huge fan, but I remember it existed.
You're so damn quiet.
Yvonne of the Yukon is the shit, literally.
Yeah, we talked about
next.
A full-on minute. Rupert!
Yes.
Yeah.
This was a cute show.
I remember Rupert.
Rupert was always a nice little adventure show.
This looks like it was based off of a book. A lot of these cartoons are based off of books.
You can just tell, huh?
No.
It kind of reminds me of Little Bear. You guys remember Little Bear?
Yeah. Well,
it was kind of like that.
I wonder if Little Bear will be on this list.
The Bod Squad! PBS Kids!
No. TVO Kids.
TVO, fuck.
The Bod Squad. I remember the Bod Squad. Basically, the hosts from TVO Kids would be this superhero, like secret agent team called the Bod Squad.
That was nuts.
They would tell you shit about healthy eating, and they would fight villains occasionally.
Yeah, you guys remember this.
Yeah, right? No, the Bod Squad, they were okay. It was pretty cool. Toy Castle.
Oh, this crap. Oh my god.
I don't remember this, but I assume it's bad. Because Lyle said it's bad. It must be bad.
Okay, I'm glad you like my taste. But yeah, this was basically like this was Treehouse at 9 p.m. kind of stuff. Where it's this show creeped me out so much. Didn't like it.
Anything else, guys?
It felt like it was shot in the basement.
Let's pause, talk amongst yourselves, because I gotta pee!
You gotta pee, you gotta pee, you gotta pee, you gotta pee! So this is fun. This is a lot longer than I expected. I mean,
I was gonna say, do you actually know how long this list is?
I don't know. It's never ending. I just keep seeing shit that I remember from ages ago.
Oh, there's an end. Yeah, I looked it up. There is an end to it.
So far, I'm winning. I got but Cody's not too far behind, and Michael's not too far behind from Cody. Evan's kind of trailing behind. That's okay. Oh, God. We're just gonna hang on this image of Toy Castle. This is a great predicament you left us in, Evan. That was pretty fun, though. It's nice looking back on this stuff.
There's still quite a few left.
What do you mean by quite a few? Like 100?
I would say there's a lot.
That is not a quantifiable number, Cody. I'm scared. You're freaking me out, Mon.
And should we, yeah.
Let's play charades. Let's play Twister. Let's
I was gonna say, like I can probably only really stay till about 11:30. So I don't know if we want to like pick one to stop at or something.
I have a feeling we're gonna be done by then. Like I can't imagine it's gonna last this long. We're moving at a pretty good pace. This is why I kept time, because I didn't want to like spend too much time on each topic. But oh my god, that's that what's your thing PSA? That has to be like my favorite one of the list so far. I have fond memories of that.
Yeah, you gotta watch that one, Michael. It's really good.
Oh, it's so great.
Okay, I'll pick that up.
It's so frenetic. Like the editing is fast. It always jumps into various things. It's funny in like bits where it is so out of left field. It's very loud.
Right.
So, like the music soundtrack's just rigorous. Oh, yeah. We're just gonna keep talking about the "What's Your Thing" PSA, and that's my life in a nutshell. No, I want to find the guy who made that video. I don't know, he did so good. Oh, the prodigal son has joined us.
Yes.
Hello.
I'm back.
Evan. Are
I'm
you
back.
ready to move on from this horrifying image?
Yes, I am ready. Okay.
Please.
Next.
No, where's the...
Speaking of Little
we
Bear.
were literally just talking about
Okay.
this.
Why is he...
Little Bear.
Why is he naked but his dad is wearing clothes?
That reminds me of a John Tron quote. It's like, hey, Jacques, there's a reason I keep you naked.
Okay, we're talking about that too much. It was a cute little show. Also, I believe based off of a series of books.
Probably.
A lot of these cartoons are based off of books. That's the thing. If you're an author in Canada, just know your book might get turned into a show.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Cody, you remember this?
Yes, I do.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Little Bear.
My
Here's a
pen's gonna die.
It's a pretty good show.
Hold on.
I remember it.
Yeah. Very charming.
Sorry, guys. Hold on a second.
Okay, pausing. We're pausing.
No, don't pause. Just talk. I don't know.
Okay.
I'm gonna be back in from outer
We were
space.
just looking. I was just looking at the rest of the list, Evan, and yeah, like this is a very long list.
Okay. Do you? Okay.
Don't worry, we got time. All right.
Michael's cutoff is
11:30.
11:30. Okay, we got an hour, so we'll be good. Okay. Next, we've got Incredible Story Studio. I actually remember this. Incredible Story Studio was the plot of the show was kids told crazy stories and filmmakers turned them into reality. And filmmakers basically turned them into shows.
How adorable. Kids do the
That actually sounds like a lot of fun. I don't remember it, unfortunately.
It was a fun show.
Me neither.
Incredible Story Studio.
Okay.
He's roly-poly-oly.
Roly-poly-oly.
He's small and short and round.
Brought in the land of Zeta.
Make
He's the smartest kid around.
This was William Joyce was the author of Roly-Poly-Oly and George Shrinks.
And Meet the Robinsons.
Oh, serious?
Robertsons.
Well, he also worked on robots too.
Yeah, he did.
Okay, this show was
like
okay. This looks like it was an American-Canadian co-production.
I remember I watched the movie and I don't remember it. Do you guys remember
There was a
this?
Roly-Poly-Oly movie?
Yeah, I watched it on it was the first thing I ever watched on pay-per-view next to like Big Trouble with Tim Allen.
Oh wow.
That's an obscure reference. I won. I won, guys.
Okay, moving on.
Movie on.
I feel bad that we're trashing people's
Birds, I remember this.
birds.
It was always on TV when I went to a hotel.
Nope, I don't remember this.
None of
Lyle
yours?
remembers birds. Moving on.
What book mice?
Book Mice.
Yeah.
I
Nice. I remember that.
vaguely remember this show.
Okay.
What was the plot again, Michael?
It was like these mice that lived in like a library, and they would kind of just like kind of recreate like some sort of like public domain kind of stories every episode.
Oh, okay.
Well, that sounds enthralling.
Public domain. That's the key. So,
Interesting.
It would, yeah, they would always like pick some sort of like kind of similar to what The Simpsons do. They would kind of just like pick some story and kind of like cast
So
their characters
basically-
and then kind of like reenact it. It was pretty cute.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I don't know. What is
Speaker's
it?
Corner. If you grew up in Toronto like Michael and I did,
Yeah.
sorry, Lyle and Cody, you small town punks.
Oh.
Basically, Speaker's Corner was the Much Music / CTV studio building was at Queen Street and John Street, I believe, in downtown Toronto.
Yeah, I went there for a high school trip.
Yeah, we basically the Much Music studio, CTV studio, was there. Speaker's Corner was this little booth you could go into on the side of the building where you put in a coin and you basically said whatever you wanted to a camera and it would record it. And people would people would pull the craziest shit in Speaker's Corner. I remember
it's downtown Toronto.
I remember
That's a horrible idea.
Well, yeah, no, one dude literally would swear they bleeped it out, and I think he flashed the camera.
I was expecting him to do that. Yeah. All right, let's move on.
It's been said that a young Mike Myers used to workshop his characters on this show.
That would make sense.
That's kind of cute.
Yeah. The Mike Bullard show. I have no clue what this is.
I don't think this guy even has a clue what this is.
No one remembers this?
I know this one because a friend's dad used to work on it or something.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, good. Thanks for
moving on. So everything we don't remember, guys, we're sorry, but we know a bunch of talented people
we're not trying to talk shit about it. It's just,
if we don't remember it,
we are only 4 people in the collective of the human experience, so forgive us.
Oh, the I Am Canadian Molson.
I am Canadian.
Yeah. My dad had a Molson. My dad is not a beer drinker, but he had an I Am Canadian sweater that he wore all the time.
Yeah.
Do you guys know the secret ingredient to Molson Canadian beer?
What's that?
It's good.
Moose piss.
Oh, that's a good diss.
Because it tastes like shit.
Okay.
Redwall.
What the fuck is Redwall?
This was like Lord of the Rings.
I remember that.
With mice.
Yep.
Lord of the Rings with mice?
Yeah. Wow.
Kind of, yeah. It was like this epic fantasy tale. Kind of felt like, like Watership Down. Like it was like these creatures trying to survive in this harsh wilderness, and they had castles and stuff.
Yeah, I remember.
Was this show rated G?
Yeah, I mean, it's not like people got their heads cut off or eaten alive or anything.
Because comparing it to Watership Down was a fucking dark story.
Yeah. There's another animal show that was pretty dark too. I can't remember.
Moving on.
Whatever.
Redwall. Moving on.
It's based on a book. Pippi Lockstocking.
Shall we do today? What shall we do today? What shall we do today? What shall I do?
I miss 2D animation. Look at those pancakes.
I remember.
You don't get much flatter than 2D pancakes.
What's the fucking girl from Wendy's doing in this show?
What do you mean? What is Pippi Longstocking doing on the Wendy's sign?
Yeah. Pippi, must have been another Canadian-American co-production.
Yeah, it was.
Okay.
It was alright.
Moving on.
She was cool. There you fucking
Donkey
go.
Kong. Hey, yo, look out down below. Here he comes, banana slam, a conga bongo's hero. Hey, yo, Donkey Kong, let's go, let's go. You guys are looking so deflated from me.
So Evan, you're familiar with this show?
I am. I watched it all the time. We talked about this on the 90s cartoon episode. Michael, do you remember this?
No, I don't.
Cody, do you remember this?
I mean, I know Donkey Kong, obviously, but I have no memory of there being a show. Or
there was a show. It wasn't that bad. The songs were kick-ass. Donkey Kong is kind of a clumsy surfer dude.
I don't know. It's aged pretty hard, though.
No, the animation sucks
More
today.
so than other shows like Reboot. Okay. Anyways, moving along.
Moving on.
Ned's Newt. I remember this.
Yeah, I remember it.
He had a newt.
I wanted a newt after watching this show as a kid.
Yeah, I like newts. They're really cool animals. They're kind of like salamanders, but they're not.
Okay. Next. Okay. Cool. It looks like an interesting show.
Téléfrancais.
Bonjour. Hello. Joyeux.
Téléfrancais fantastique.
What the fuck is up with this pineapple, and why did it give so many kids nightmares?
I didn't know this until I met my girlfriend. She watched this all the time, but when she showed me, it was like fucking nightmare fuel.
It's a really not good show.
My French teacher showed this to us. What the fuck?
Yeah, my French teacher showed it to me too. We all kind of laughed at it because it was so weird. Yeah. Bonjour, what's a pineapple have to do with France?
It was like a It was like a Canadian rite of passage to watch the show and not understand. Right. It was really
funny. This was obviously some francophone entertainment, and
I mean it's cute for what it is. They tried.
Bad Dog.
I remember this show. It was formulaic.
This doesn't look like a
this show was very lame. It fell into a formula by end of every single episode. They'd be like, "You're a bad dog," and then the dog would lie dead on its back, and then they'd be like, "All right, fine, you're a good dog," and then it would come back to life.
It was so annoying. It's like, yeah, he is a bad dog. He ruins every episode, but he's okay. He's our pet. Yeah, no, it was bad.
Yeah. Next.
Lame.
I'm 16, life is great, got a new job, gonna start the
This looks like girl stuff, boy stuff.
It's like, it was kind
of
like...
I heard this is coming back, this show.
This show?
Yeah, this is kind of like Friends, but animated. If I had to describe it.
Yeah, I do know what this show is, it's just I never really wanted to watch it because I wasn't a teenager when I was 6.
Fair enough.
So how am I supposed to relate to it?
So, but wait, Cody, you didn't want to be a teenager when you were 6? Because that was the logic.
I never wanted to grow up.
What? Mega Baby!
Mega Baby.
If you thought that Dawn of the Yukon was gross, this show was fucking horrible. It's like... Why do I have such an access memory of this crap?
Can we move on? I don't remember this, and I feel like I'm going to be uncomfortable if you talk about it.
Okay.
Moving on.
Fucking Mega Babies.
Angela Anaconda.
That guy kind of looks like Josh.
Josh Weinberg, previous guest on our show, is the reason I know this exists.
Oh no, it's Minnie Pooh.
My name is Angela. Hey, hello.
Welcome to my very own show.
I'll introduce my friends to you. Oh no, it's Minnie Pooh.
I can't remember.
What the fuck is up with the animation?
It's like paper animation.
I know this show.
Yeah.
It's fucking so weird, the animation.
It's
like,
beyond weird.
That's alright.
Moving on.
Katie and Orby. I remember this.
I don't remember this.
Yep.
Yeah, I remember.
It was on the Family Channel, wasn't it?
It was. I think so, yeah.
Did you guys know that Leslie Nielsen was the narrator of this show?
No, I did not.
Awesome.
Oh, wow.
I love Leslie Nielsen.
Wow.
Hey,
it's Franklin. Coming to play. I know
the asshole in every story.
Well, he's like Arthur. He's the character who has to grow the most.
Who doesn't know Frank? He's not named after his species, but all of his friends are.
Yeah, why isn't he called Turtle?
God, you're right.
Why is Fox named Fox? Why is Rabbit named Rabbit? Why is Beaver named Beaver? Why is Skunk named Skunk? But Franklin isn't named Tortoise.
Because he doesn't go by a slave name.
Oh, okay.
Fraggle Rock, yeah.
My screenwriting teacher in film school wrote for this show. I never watched it, but I remember seeing commercials for it. It looked great.
It was always on Teletoon Retro.
Down on Fraggle Rock. Fraggle Rock.
Yeah.
It looked like a good Does anyone remember anything about it?
No, Cody, not Michael, I guess.
I remember reading a lot about it in the, studying Jim Henson a bit. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, God. That's scary. Goosebumps.
This was also a good port. How many are we gonna have to take a shot every time a show was based off a book series?
No,
because Goosebumps was definitely.
I don't wanna die tonight.
No, Goosebumps was everywhere.
It was pretty good.
When we were, if you grew up in the late '90s and early 2000s, Goosebumps books were everywhere. At every school. Cody, do you remember when your school would bring in the Scholastic book carts and a book fair would happen?
Book fairs. Those are the bomb.
Those were the bomb.
I always loved that. Yeah.
Okay.
I spent so much money on that.
Okay. The latest Goosebumps book was the top seller at all those book sales.
Oh yeah, easily.
Okay.
Yeah, I loved this show as a kid. I loved the books and the show.
Yeah, me too. They were fun. What about the movies? You like the movies with Jack Black?
I remember seeing the movie, like the first one. I was like, it's okay.
I remember I watched it in theaters, and the only person next to me was some old guy, and he kept laughing at inappropriate times.
Okay. Moving on.
Shit was weird. What next?
Fedor the tugboat.
Yeah. Oh my god.
I've seen this on the East Coast, this tugboat.
Yeah. Do you know why that you've seen it out there, Michael? Because it was set in the harbor of Halifax, Nova Scotia. And the reason I know the only reason I know this is because my dad spent a good portion of his 20s in Halifax, and when I was watching Theodore Tugboat, when he had my brother and I, he would say, "Evan, that's Halifax. I lived there." And I'm like, "Oh, cool." And there actually was a part where the Theodore Tugboat, the boat, actually was docked in the Toronto harbor, and my uncle took us to see him. It was so cool. But it was like Thomas the Tank. It was like Canadian Thomas the Tank Engine, but with boats.
And it was real.
Seriously.
Yeah, no, this was another punch in the face of nostalgia. The second this image came up, oh my god.
See, I just think a little toot from
I haven't thought of this in years. Holy shit.
Another thing.
We're going too much. This was a good. This was big.
Let's move
a
on.
big one. Theodore the Tugboat.
For better, for worse, I watched this.
Wasn't this like a Dilbert comic strip?
It was a newspaper comic. It was syndicated. It was made by a Canadian artist, Lynn Johnson, I think.
Yeah.
Okay, Michael knows what I'm talking about. It was an okay show.
They ended the. So the comic series actually spanned over like 25, 30 years. Like it was like one story about this family and how they would grow up and stuff.
Yeah,
and then the cartoonist retired, but they still run it in syndication.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and the characters aged along with the author. She based it a lot on her family life. It's very slice of life. I mean, it's not hilarious, but it's nice. It's cute.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember the show. It was on Teletoon and Detour, I think. Yeah.
Okay.
Action Man. I remember they had McDonald's toys of this guy. He was cool, man. He did stunts and shit. He could go on a bike. He could do anything he liked. The toys were dope. This guy knows where it's at. You guys know Action Man? Well, and you don't know Dick.
No.
Okay, moving on.
Is it Turbo Man?
No, it's not Turbo Man, Cody. Don't make me get over there and cut your internet.
Okay.
Turbo Man.
Yeah. It kind of is the same shit, though.
Well, yeah, a commercialized product that all the kids
Action
want.
Man better than Pepsi?
Moving on.
Yeah, I remember Max Steel. I used
Max
to have
Steel.
action figures of him.
Okay.
I don't remember as much as Action Man.
Didn't they do a Shaq movie in the 90s based on him?
No, Steel. That was a DC character. This is Max Steel, like Maximum Steel. Ugh, I'm a man. I have a breastplate.
Okay. I don't remember this. Moving on.
I don't remember it fondly. 7 little monsters.
This looks like they were all from Where the Wild Things Are.
It was written by the same guy, Maurice Sendak.
Yeah.
This is another book of his.
Really?
Makes sense.
Yeah, it was based on a
Yeah, I think the Bare Naked Ladies did the theme song.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Number 4 was always the rapscallion of the group.
Cool.
Yeah.
Moving on.
Okay. Oh, John Hallican. I've watched this
John
show.
Callahan's.
I watched
Quads.
Yeah, that was a good. Okay, Evan, there's a really good movie with
Quads was like one of those late night Teletoon shows that like you'd have to stay up till like midnight to watch this stuff, and all I can say is that this is like precursor Adult Swim material.
Yeah. No, if you guys want to check it out, there's a Joaquin Phoenix movie called Don't Worry, He Won't Get Far on Foot, which is all about the creator of the show, John Callahan, and how he like suffered like a horrible car accident and it made him paraplegic. So he used to draw, and he would make cartoons like this to kind of express his feelings as like someone who suffered a horrible traumatic incident. It's a pretty good movie. It's kind of long. It's Gus Van Sant, so you know what you're getting
Gus
into.
Van Sant, huh?
Yeah.
All right, we know what we're getting into.
Okay.
Nice.
No, this is a fun show.
Onward and Upward.
Yeah.
MTV Spider-Man.
Yeah, I remember this. This was Neil Patrick Harris's Spider-Man, right?
He did the voice?
Yeah, he did the voice of
Yeah.
Cool.
This show is edgy as fuck, man.
Remember?
An edgy Spider-Man?
There's only one 90s Spider-Man show, and it's not this.
Is it Spider-Man Unlimited?
What? No, it's the one with the Aerosmith theme song.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this show was edgy as fuck. When the villains wanted to kill people, they killed people.
Wow.
And the animation's kind of like, oh.
Yeah.
It's like, we gotta make it look cool.
The animation looks hit or miss.
Yeah, it was very hit or miss.
Moving on.
It was based on the Tobey Maguire stuff. Beast Wars in America. Oh, it's Beast Wars. Yeah, I remember
Beasties.
Beast Wars.
No, Beasties.
No, but it says Beast Wars in America because Canada wouldn't let them say war in the title.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I remember Beast Wars.
Beast Wars was like Transformers, but with animals, right?
That is a very acute summation, Evan. Yes.
Yeah.
Do you remember any of those guys?
I knew I was aware of Beast Wars. I just didn't really follow it very well.
Okay, so I'm the only one. All right.
I don't know this.
It's not like it was my favorite show, all right?
Okay.
You know, I went to dinner once. We made it out a couple times, but, you know, it wasn't my favorite.
Moving on.
Dumb Bunnies.
The dumb
bunnies.
Yeah.
It looks like you could.
I remember this.
It looks like you could land a plane on their teeth.
This was made by the same guy who did Captain Underpants, Dave Peake.
That makes sense.
This is like this. Despite the title and the characters being dumb, it was actually a pretty like clever show. It had like a lot of kind of funny wordplay and stuff. No, it was a very like specific style of comedy to pull off. I used to like this show.
Yeah, I liked it too. I remember one time there's like they just wear snowshoes because or something. They walk down the street.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know.
The animation does look like Captain Underpants.
Okay.
Hose Hounds. I remember this show.
Hose Hounds.
It was kind of whatever-ish. Yeah.
Was it like a take on the Firehouse Dog?
I don't know. It was always on Family Channel, I think, or was it YT? I don't remember, man. I don't remember anything about the show, but I just know I watched it. Isn't that weird? You can digest media and it won't stick with you, but you know the experience, but you can't pinpoint anything. God,
yeah. Well, that's happened to me a lot.
God, memory is weird. I gotta stop drinking.
Okay.
So I can remember Hose Hounds.
Moving on.
Alright.
Yeah.
Clone High!
Clone High!
Oh, this show's amazing.
This show is so good.
It's made by Phil Lord and Chris Miller. Yeah, the guys who did Into the Spider-Verse and the 21 Jump Street series.
This show is like still one of my favorite shows. Like this is such a funny show. It is like seek this show out if you haven't seen it. It is so good.
I got a funny story. I went to a DVD shop, and this is also where I learned about quads because I had all these old seasons of shows. And I was like, guys, do you have Clone High? Because I want to get my hands on it. They're like, all right. And they searched around the bins and the dumps and all that. And they didn't find the casing. They just found the CDs. And I just got that shit for free because they didn't want to sell me like CDs. So I got Clone High for free. I'm only halfway through the show. I gotta get back to it.
I gotta check it.
Yeah. I'm sold on this. Lord and Chris Miller, absolutely.
Oh, Cody.
Some pretty big celebrities are in it, like Will Forte, Jack Black, Zach Braff, a bunch of really high caliber voice talents.
Tom motherfucking Green.
Right.
Yeah, Cody, Tom Green's on this show.
Okay. We're going.
He falls through a window.
I mean to nix your childhood, but we're going over time. On to the next one. Reboot. We didn't get a chance to talk about this on our 90s Kid Show, but
I'm just gonna mark everyone that they know this.
Before Toy Story, there was Reboot as the first CGI TV show.
Yeah, it looks like it too.
I mean, it was a show.
I don't remember.
You gotta balance food and activity, working together, body electricity. I loved this PSA.
It was a good PSA.
This is a good one.
Now, concerned parents had their day. This was awesome. It wasn't.
Was this not concerned parents?
Maybe they had a hand in it.
Okay, it's concerned children. It's not parents. Fuck the parents. It's the children.
Yeah, I know. But that theme song, good luck getting it out of your head. I'll do it one more time. You gotta balance food and activity, working together. Body and electricity.
I can counter that. Dumb ways to die. So many dumb ways to die.
Thank you, Lyle.
Dumb ways to die.
This was a PSA. This was a PSA you could sing along to.
Okay, yeah.
Moving on.
Okay. Undergrads! You know, last year during quarantine, I actually binged this show on YouTube.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, this was a pretty decent show. It was like, because it had such a good contract. It had a great soundtrack. It was like all emo, like 2000s, like college rock. It was totally my jam. It was always on Teletoon Detour. Nice. And they want to reboot it. The creator, like, lost the show, got canceled, and he spent, like, 2 decades trying to get it back on air. And now he got a crowdfunding to make a movie. I think that's fucking terrific.
That's epic.
I'm gonna see that shit.
That's awesome. Good for him.
All right, moving on.
That's very rare. He's like Joss Whedon. Radio Free Roscoe. I was just talking about this like half an hour ago.
Radio Free Roscoe. I feel like I was aware of this. I just didn't watch it.
It was on the Family Channel, I believe. I didn't know who Roscoe was.
Okay.
I don't think there even was a Roscoe. I think it was just a code name.
Anyone else remember this?
Weird. Yeah. This was a radio show at a school. Yeah, I remember this.
Yeah.
Okay, moving on.
I don't know what else to say.
White Fang.
Yeah, I watched this. White Fang.
I feel like I watched one episode and it just didn't appeal to me. No? No one remembers this?
No.
God damn, I am winning. I am actually winning this.
Okay. Weird Ears.
We're just potato. I love to eat potato.
What the fuck was Weird Ears?
Weird Ears was like this Eastern...
I don't know this at all.
Okay, an Eastern European family moves to Canada, and their way of life is vastly different from the way Canadians live. Yeah, and they speak in a funny accent. The Dorkovich family. Oh, I remember I watched this with my grandpa, and he said, "Lyle, this show's boring. Watch the news."
Oh, wow, when your grandpa wants to watch the news more than a show. Okay.
Oh, a cartoon.
A cartoon. No. Moving on. Zaboomafoo with the Crab Brothers while walking in the woods one day. Yeah. Chris and Martin saw something strange. A little leaping lemur who liked to bounce and play. They followed their new bouncing friend, not knowing where this yada yada. Me and you and Zaboomafoo.
This is the review right
Come
here.
along and see what's new. We're doing the things that animals do. This show actually had its 22nd anniversary this year.
I assume we all watched this.
Zaboomafoo, great show. Zabu was a great character. The Crap Brothers were amazing.
The Crap Brothers.
Crap Brothers.
Crap.
The Crap Brothers. No, they were the best. I love this show.
I hope they're doing okay.
They are. They just celebrated the 22nd anniversary of this show. Apparently, the lemur that played Zaboomafoo very tragically passed away.
How old was it?
Well, the show's... Lemurs are not that long-lived of creatures.
That's not really tragic. It just lived its lifespan.
That's sad, though. Moving on. No, we love you, Zaboomafoo.
Dragon Tales, PBS Dragon Tales.
Well, I mean, like, these are supposed to be Canadian stuff. Dragon's Tales was American, wasn't it?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Where's me? Like,
I think so. Yeah.
I thought it was cute.
Yeah, I remember this.
Yep.
Cody remembers it. Yeah. Michael, do you remember it?
Yep.
Oh, cool.
Moving on.
It was on TVO Kids a lot.
Marvin the Tap Dancing Horse.
I remember this.
This looks like that horse from the brain damaged horse from Family Guy. You know what? I don't want to feel subconscious. Everybody pee, but Peter, everybody pee now.
I just had too tall voice to tempt me.
No, it looks
We're talking about urine when we're talking about Marvin the Tap Dancing.
Who remembers this show?
I do.
Oh, yeah?
I don't remember.
No.
Okay.
I feel like I do. I need to kind of see the intro or something to kind of jog my memory. I don't know. Actually, don't give me the point. I don't know this.
Just move.
Moving on.
God, how long is this? Oh, George shrinks. George always seems to find a way to make his dreams come true.
I
used to watch this.
Based off... Based off of the children's books by William Joyce, who was famous for Roly Poly as well. His dad was Tony fucking Stark.
Yo, this show made me. This is the reason I love Ant-Man so much, because this show was like, it's cool to be small.
I'm serious, guys. His dad is Tony Stark.
My girlfriend asked me, like, how did his mom give birth to him? But it turns out he was born, he had a dream that he wanted to be small, and, you know, it just came true.
No, in the show, he's like Stuart Little. He's just small all the time.
Yeah, they don't really get into it too much.
Don't think too hard about it.
I can't. The image just stuck in my head.
George Strings.
What the hell did
Maggie and the Ferocious Beast.
I remember that.
Yes.
In Nowhere Land. I remember seeing a couple episodes of this.
Remember, Evan, we went to a Sexy Nerds dance, and someone cosplayed as that, and they fell on the floor and broke down. It was one of those things, if you bend over, the costume turns into the monster.
Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah, it was alright.
It was cool.
Let's carry on.
Maggie and the Ferocious Beast. It's...
Oh,
Anne of Green Gables.
I watched this show.
Yeah, Anne of Green Gables. If you're not Canadian, you're not going to know what Anne of Green Gables the fable is.
Well, it's not a fable. It's a novel.
It was a novel, but it got turned into a show.
Yeah, in a movie. It's been adapted.
It's been like turned into a bunch of different shows.
Yeah, I know.
I don't remember this particular iteration, but
I do.
It's been adapted a lot.
It was basically kids learn lessons about childhood and the rest.
While living like pioneers.
Yeah, pretty much.
So Michael knows.
Moving on. Brady's Beasts.
I remember this shit. Yeah. Again, this is like another show where a kid fights monsters. Or actually, he's more friends with the monsters, but like, you know what it is, like a bunch of monsters and stuff. Man, no wonder I wrote Ash and Dust. I just kept watching shows about kids interacting with monsters.
Cool.
That's nice.
Yeah. Corduroy. I actually do remember. The vast majority of these were based off another one based off of a book. I remember reading the book Corduroy, and when it got turned into a show, it's basically Toy Story, but with a...
No, it's basically Paddington.
Paddington, but
he's
Canadian-American.
He's a teddy bear.
Yeah.
I think. I don't remember.
Right.
Paddington is a bear, but he is a teddy bear.
But, you know, Corduroy is different. There's not too much to say. A toy bear goes on adventures.
Country mouse and city mouse.
We're really quite a pair.
This was a good show.
I love this show. I love this show. I remember the villain's name made me laugh. No Tail, No Good Nick.
Oh man. He was destined for great things when his parents gave him awful fucking name.
He's a fucking baddie who took the name on for himself. It's like Professor Ratigan. Like, how the fuck are you gonna get away with a name like that?
Okay, guys, I gotta go to the bathroom. So
okay, we're gonna pause again. This is great.
Have you guys considered doing a two-parter for this one? Because you're not even halfway through the list.
I feel like that's what it's gonna have to come down to.
I mean, I'm happy to do it. It's freaking hilarious. I don't think you'll be able to finish this whole thing tonight.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
So,
I've suddenly become aware of just how much television I watched as a child, though.
Yeah, Lyle clearly had a lot of time on his hands. Because I remember a good chunk of these. I haven't kept count, but I remember a good chunk of these, but I feel like there were some that, like, was just cool. I mean, diversity, what we remember was awesome. Yeah, how many more of these are left? Like, because there's quite a few of them.
If you look at the like little cursor thing, like it's not even halfway through.
Are you fucking serious? God damn.
Yes, I had a lot of time in my hands. That's what happens when you're a country boy and your friends can come out and play.
Oh, okay.
We're not halfway through this?
Okay, we're not even halfway through this list. Michael's proposing we do a part 2.
Okay, but then we have to scroll through all this again and like find the spot we were at.
We'll just make a note of it. It's not rocket science. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, I guess we'll keep going for a little while.
Moving on. We'll go for another few minutes. Moving on.
Timothy goes to school.
I remember the theme song more than the actual show.
I remember every other
I remember these. I remember these characters, but I don't remember anything of the show.
I remember the other characters.
I agree. I don't know this show, but those characters look familiar.
Yeah. Those other characters were more memorable than Timothy himself.
Yeah.
Damn bitch. Goddamn Timothy, what makes you so special?
Ants in your pants.
Oh yeah, I remember that. That was a weird show.
I think I remember that.
Do most of the talking, Michael, then.
I don't specifically remember a lot about the show, but I remember this monkey, like chimp character, and he would sing this like song about having ants in your pants, and it was basically this kind of like show that kind of encouraged kids to be kind of like active, I think. Like it was kind of just one of those like get up and kind of dance to the show sort of bits.
Oh, okay.
Oh, brainwashing.
Yeah.
You're all brainwashed, guys. Professor Iris. I actually do remember this show. I loved it. It was this show where this Muppet is a teacher and he teaches these other Muppets about random things in life. Good stuff.
Sesame Street.
Another Jim Henson production, yeah. It was cool.
Is it a dodo bird?
Am I the only one who remembers Professor Iris?
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, is Professor Iris the dodo bird?
I think so.
Okay.
The Worst Witch.
No.
I remember like one of the first movies I've ever seen in my entire life was Follow That Bird. It was like a Sesame Street movie.
Oh yeah.
And Big Bird gets adopted by a bunch of dodo birds that looks exactly like this character. So.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. Well, if it was from Jim Henson's Creature Shop, it probably had some similarities.
Probably reused assets.
Yeah. Moving on. The Worst Witch.
I didn't watch.
This looks like Dollar Store Harry Potter.
Basically.
I know this show, and yes, I will say that it is definitely Dollar Store Harry Potter.
Well, it was probably.
It has the most catchiest theme song ever. It's like a choir.
Oh god. Okay. Something wicked this way comes. Okay. I watched Prisoner of Azkaban recently. I can't help it.
Let's keep going.
Okay, moving on.
Oh, it's a big photo.
Kid versus Cat.
Kid versus Cat. Was it good?
No. I remember it.
Okay. That looks like...
No.
It's another one where the kid and the pet fight, and the pet is evil, and the kid is, like, aware that he's evil, but none of the grown-ups or any of the family members or anyone else in the whole universe believes he's evil because he's a cat. He's a cute little cat.
Oh, okay.
It's a dumbass
So
premise.
It's like a Stewie and Brian kind of thing.
No, it's like My Goldfish is Evil. I don't know if anyone remembers that either.
I don't remember that.
There's a lot of that shit.
We digress.
My Goldfish.
Yeah, your goldfish is evil, Michael.
Okay. Moving on.
The Ripping Friends!
What?
This was made by John Kricfalusi, the guy who did Ren and Stimpy. I used to watch this all the time when I was a kid. It was
Someone's fascinated with butts.
Oh man, Ripping Friends was such a weird show. Like I
remember.
None of you remember this show? Oh my god.
No,
I do. Yeah, I don't remember watching a lot, but I'm like aware of it.
No, I watch this all the time.
Moving on.
Oh, John Kricfalusi. We don't talk about him.
Another PSA. Stay fit, because you never know.
You never know when you're going to be, like, harassed by a bunch of girls.
Well,
I often say, like, if the roles were reversed, this commercial would be a lot less cute.
It would be.
SpaghettiOs.
Moving on.
Cody, you remember this? Michael, you remember this?
Very much.
I remember the brand of commercials. I don't remember this specific
I wonder if they're going to show the Pokemon card one, because that shit was the bomb. I felt so bad for that kid, because he got...
Oh, yeah, it played the theme to Baywatch, right?
Oh, yeah.
Did it? Oh, okay.
Moving on.
Heinz advertisement.
The Heinz advertisement. I remember this where this kid, it was so well filmed. This kid has a basket of fries, and this fucking duck comes out of nowhere and dips the fry in Heinz ketchup and eats it. First of all, oh yeah, ducks are vegetarians, and a potato is a vegetable. They can eat French fries.
It's probably not good for them, though.
It really wouldn't be, deep fat fried shit, but yeah.
God damn, that was a good plate of fries. Now
I want fries now.
I want fries because they are good. I eat fries because I should.
Okay.
If there was a song to sing.
You're gonna make me get the McMunchies.
Hey, speaking of fries, we got fries with that? I remember this show.
I vaguely remember fries with that.
It was like a sitcom about a bunch of teenagers working at a fast food joint.
So in other words,
everyday life.
So lame. It's so lame. It's so good.
Is this like Good Burger?
I don't know.
No, it's not that bad. It's just, it's like a sitcom.
So in other words, like Clerks 2, but with teenagers.
Yeah, less bestiality.
Okay.
Sagwa, you're my best friend.
Oh, you remember that theme song too, huh?
Yeah.
It was very cute.
It was a TVO kid show.
Another show based off of a book. Don't play a drinking game if you're playing a drinking game, if it's a book, take a shot, you'll die. Most of these are based off of books. Sagwa, the Chinese Siamese cat. Very cute. And there's a bat in this show.
Hey, stay cute, Pokemon.
It's that fucking...
We were just talking about
this. You literally talked about this, so we're skipping it.
I am predicting the future, guys.
15 Love. I remember this.
Okay.
It was...
I don't know this one.
It was basically... There was this tennis academy where the kids are basically all bunkmates, and
all of them.
They play tennis, and that's it. I just remember it was big on YTV.
Okay.
15 Love.
Sounds like something
very memorable.
The Untalkative Bunny. I loved this cartoon when I was a kid. It was always on Teletoon.
Yeah.
It was great.
I remember this one.
Kind of weirded me out though. Sometimes the animation weirded me out. I was very susceptible.
Moving on.
Well,
Teletoon in general.
Jesus, how many times have we brought up Teletoon in general?
Okay, we're gonna skip this because we've already talked about Teletoon.
It was great. I actually liked him. What do you guys prefer? Do you guys prefer YTV or Teletoon?
They're both the same to me, honestly.
I think Teletoon's better, to be honest.
Yeah. I think I remember watching YTV a bit more.
I watched YTV more because I had it, but Teletoon just always had the stuff that I liked.
Okay.
Galador! Yeah. I remember this shit. This was a Lego property.
Oh,
it was like, yeah, you got to all these action. I had all these action figures. You could like take the legs and the arms and the heads off, and you put them on all sorts of. You could mix and match them to create all sorts of creatures, and it was a dumb show. It was basically Star Wars, but I remember.
You sounded so enthusiastic, and then you're like, I remember this
because I grew up, Evan.
Fair enough.
I fucking grew up.
You grew up, and so do we. Jumbo Video Microplay. Cody, do you know what this is?
Yes, I do.
What was it?
One in Windsor, and there was a kids section that I used to go to a lot that had like all the family movies, all the kids movies. It was actually down the road from that Top Gun video store that I was telling you guys about.
Nice.
Oh, that's competition for you.
Top Gun actually kicked its ass.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it sounds like
this is a chain, so that was pretty impressive.
Oh, this is a chain. Cool.
Nice.
Yes.
Next.
Oh, Captain Flamingo.
Captain Flamingo.
I remember this. It was on YTV. It wasn't funny.
Cool.
That's all
I don't
know
about that.
Anyone else remember Captain Flamingo?
No one else remembers Captain Flamingo.
No.
I'm the only arbiter of its history.
We're on obscure.
Oh, Fly Tales. I remember this. It was on Teletoon.
I don't remember Fly Tales.
Yeah, I do. It was fun.
No one remembers Fly Tales. Okay, except Lyle.
We're gonna see Robo Roach. What? The live show Psycho Blast? I don't remember this.
Didn't we cover this already?
Yeah, we talked about but we didn't talk about Psycho Blast. I don't even remember what this is.
I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is either.
Probably a spin-off of some kind. Moving on.
Video and arcade top 10.
Yeah, here we go.
I think I remember this too. Yeah, it was a video game show.
Yeah, no, this is a great show. It's just all these kids come on the show and they just play the latest, greatest video game.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And all the kids look miserable as fuck.
Wow.
Yeah, I can tell the guy, the kid in the middle's like,
look at
go to Burger King.
Look at the comment section on this page. Like, it's more exciting than the actual show.
I once won a game from the show, Super Smash Bros. Melee for the GameCube. Man, that lady's a hero.
Yeah, cool.
What a hero.
Moving on.
She won a game. Good for her, though. That's good. Are we gonna blur out Bromwell High? Oh, this fucking show. This was a Teletoon Detour thing. I hated the animation style. It was super crude. It wasn't funny at all, and I hated it.
It looks like
it's another gross Canadian show.
I don't even know what to compare it to. Moving on.
I don't know either.
Teletoon Detour bumper. You talked about Detour.
Yeah, but that's like I don't remember much about Detour. I remember the show. I used to watch the Dilbert show all the fucking time, but I don't remember everything about Detour.
Okay.
I remember this bumper. I think. Yeah.
Moving on.
Teletoon Detour was
Breaker High. Is that Ryan Gosling?
It is Ryan Gosling.
Holy fuck! It is Ryan Gosling.
It's Ryan Gosling. Wow.
Anyone else here?
No.
I don't remember this show, but this sometimes comes up when people are talking about his Canadian origins.
Have you guys seen Young Hercules?
No.
I'm aware of it, yeah.
Wow.
Okay, let's keep going, I guess. Ryan Gosling. Honorary shout out.
Captain Star.
Oh, I watched this on Airplane once.
This looks like a really gross show.
It was cool.
That guy has multiple heads. This guy has multiple heads.
So guys, I actually looked ahead. The next, I think it's the 8th or 9th one coming up. It's the perfect one to end this off with.
What the hell even is that?
What the hell is this?
Nicholas Pickles?
Nicholas Pickles.
Oh no, he was the host of Video and Arcade.
Okay.
Okay. I don't remember.
My best friend in 2nd grade was named Nicholas, and someone made a Nicholas Pickles joke, and I couldn't even tell where it came from. Now I fucking know. Thanks.
Knowing is half the battle.
21 years later, I fucking know.
Oh, Class of the Titans. I kind of remember this show.
What is it?
It was on Teletoon. It was like a bunch of kids inhabit. It was like Percy Jackson. Like a bunch of kids inhabit the powers of Greek gods or mythical people, and yeah.
Okay.
No, it was a superhero show. I don't know.
Sounds interesting and educational.
Yeah.
Moving on.
Don't know it.
Pirates.
Oh,
Pirates.
I vaguely remember this.
Nope.
I don't know what this. I don't know what the fuck this is.
I'll give Michael a point because at least he has some inkling.
I can't even describe the production style,
well,
but they were people in these kind of mascot kind of like I don't know character kind of thingies. It was a very weird show.
It almost looks like Lazy Town.
I was just thinking of that song from Lazy Town.
Yeah, okay, let's keep going.
Moving on. Little Star.
Yeah,
Little Star.
I remember this.
This was like Star Trek for preschoolers.
What?
Yeah, I vaguely remember that. I remember this character.
You have to go
on. All right, boys. It's the next one. The one after.
The next one is, let me guess, Caillou.
I'm just a kid who's 4. Each day I grow some more. I like exploring. I'm Caillou. Fuck this kid. Fuck him.
This show finally got canceled.
Finally!
No, Caillou just fucking killed the night. That's it.
Oh, okay. I thought you were gonna do Johnny Test or something, man, but no, Caillou's way worse.
Caillou.
You know,
sorry, we're gonna break the lightning round tradition and rant a little bit. Why did people hate this little guy?
He was a brat, and the parents never told him to behave. He always went on tantrums.
Michael's gonna tell a story. What's that?
I got a story too.
Well, not really a story. I was kind of just agreeing with your point, but my mom actually really hated this show. I don't remember being into it. I think I was a little bit too old for it, but My mom hated this show because she was like, it's teaching kids like the wrong message. Like Caillou like throws a tantrum in every episode and like always gets his way exclusively in. Yeah, so it's like it's really kind of a toxic show.
Yeah.
So that's why
because I hate this show because I fell as a victim to that mentality because I watched this show growing up as a kid.
Yeah.
And, I was kind of a brat here and there, and I had this fucking kid responsible.
If you read the comment to this photo that we're looking at, all the comments are like, "Fuck this kid."
Fuck this shit.
Fuck this show.
I remember there was one episode. It was right after his little sister was born, and he was like 3 years old, and like the dad sets Rosie. That was the little sister.
Rosie,
yeah. Lays down Rosie to change her diaper, but he like turns his back, and then Caillou goes up to Rosie and just starts pinching her cheeks, and she's crying her eyes out.
I remember that. That's horrible.
And the dad's like, "Why did you do that, Caillou?" And she's like, "She doesn't play with me. I don't like her." I'm like,
wow.
Ugh.
But she's only a baby. Yeah. She's just too little to play with you. If that were my dad, I would have gotten a black eye. Like, seriously.
Okay. As my friend Pat said this before about Caillou, he said, "When is cancer going to consume this child?"
That's exactly.
Oh my God!
I was gonna say that. That's why I wanted to bring your point. You were talking about toxicity. I always wondered why Caillou was so bald for a boy. Like, even if he's younger, like he's 3 or 4, he'd at least have something. And I thought the whole time I was watching the show, I thought he was like a terminal sick kid. And
that would have made sense.
That's the reason why the parents put up with his shit, because it's like, oh, I feel sorry for the little bugger, so I'm gonna try to keep him happy. I don't know. Maybe that explains his mood swings. Maybe that explains why he's such a
one
dick.
more year left with Caillou. Okay.
Oh my God.
This kid ruined the night. He broke it.
Okay, guys. So that's all for now. This list does go on for a little longer.
I'm looking at the tally charts, and I can just say for certain that I won.
Wow.
Like, I'm looking at this. I got like piles and piles.
Jesus. Okay. Well, this was fun. I mean, I really enjoyed it. I feel like we're gonna have to do a part 2.
Yeah, sure, if you want.
Yeah. So
I'd be down.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, so to speak, fans. We will see you next time for another nostalgia lightning round. There was so much to talk about in so little time, but we talked about a lot. I mean,
I did not expect this to be so long.
Well, we hope we hope we could jog your memory and just bring back some fond memories with our funny little quipping and stuff.
Proud to be Canadian.
Cool. I didn't even know that this shit Caillou was like partially Canadian.
It was, yeah.
Okay. Well, good night, audience. We'll see you soon.
Oh, Canada.